P6 seniors, parents, teachers. The reason I'm making this video clip is because I won't be able to join you today, as you can see. You don't see me actually, because currently I'm in Brunei with a group of primary 5 pupils for a overseas learning journey. But I didn't want to just let this ceremony go past without me sharing something with you. And therefore, I'm sharing with you 3 stories in this short presentation. The first one I'm sharing with you has to do with this picture that I'm showing you right now. If you look closely at this picture, it shows a pair of hands, and these hands are not exactly the most beautiful hands, alright? In fact, they are crinkled, wrinkled. In fact, there's a cut on it, alright? And this has to do with the story I'm about to share with you. This story actually is related to a young man who was going for his job interview, and he passed all the initial interviews, and this was his final interview with the director. The director is something like the big boss, alright? The final one. And the director asked him, when he saw his hands, saw the hands of the young man, he asked the young man, so what is the occupation of your father? The young man replied that, oh, my father is a carpenter. And the director noticed that the hands of the young man were fair, well manicured, well taken care of, didn't bear a sign of any harsh work. So the director asked him, have you ever helped out in your father's workshop? The young man said, no, my parents never asked me to help, and they never want me to help because they want me to spend most of my time on my studies, to read more books so that I'll be better prepared for my examinations. And yeah, the director thought for a while and said, I tell you what, I will tell you my decision tomorrow morning, but this evening I need you to do something after you leave this interview. I want you to wash your father's hand. The young man thought about the request for a while, found it interesting, but because he was so keen about the job, he was ready to agree to almost anything. So the young man quickly answered, yeah, sure, of course. And feeling quite high about the whole interview and enjoying it, thinking that his chances of getting the job was quite high, he went home rather chirpy, and his father, when he saw him at the door, asked him, so how did the job interview go? The young man said, great, I think I might get the job. But there's a strange request from the director after, towards the end. He wanted me to wash your hands. Now the father upon hearing this, thought, okay, that's a very funny thing, but well, if it helps you to get a job, then sure, wash my hands. And so they got a basin of warm water and a towel, and the father was ready for his hands to be washed. And as the young man lifted up his father's hands, he began to notice how wrinkled, how cracked, and how many cuts there were on his hands as he washed. And sometimes the father would flinch because of some of the fresh wounds that were still there from recent work that he was working on. And the young man began to feel a tinge of sadness and guilt. He thought, all these years I have never really helped my father, and all these years my father has been working hard, having his fingers cut because of the work he has to do, all this time so that I may be ready to get a job, so I may be ready to do well in my examinations. And he began to appreciate how much his parents had sacrificed for him. And so he looked up at his father and told his father that after this washing, I'm going to clean this all out. In fact, take the night off. Don't work into the night anymore. I'll help you clean up the whole workshop. And that's precisely what he did. And the next day, when he went back to the director's first question to him was, so, did you do what I told you to? The young man said, yes, I did it. And the director asked him, what did you learn? Well, I learned that my father has been sacrificing so much, all these years, so that I can focus on my studies, and so that I can today sit in front of you and come for the job interview. And to show my appreciation, I actually cleaned up the workshop for the evening, and I guess I'll probably be doing that for as long as I can when I still, when the workshop is still around. And the director said, good, you will be employed. I will take you. Then the young man said, why? The director explained, you see, I'm looking for people who appreciate where they come from, people who appreciate the help they've been getting, whether this is from the parents or from their teachers. And young man, I think you are beginning to learn this, and I need people like you. So my first story has to do with this thing called gratitude. Alright, gratitude. And for many of us who are seated here today, we are here where we are simply because of the number of hands that come in to help us. Our teachers, our parents, and even sometimes strangers, you never know. So do show appreciation to those who have helped you. Be grateful all the time, every day. My second story to do with this book that we'll be giving to you as part of our gift to you in our third box is called It's Your World, written by Chelsea Clinton. She is the daughter of the former US President Bill Clinton. And in this book, it contains many stories, stories about her experiences around the world as she goes to help different communities, sometimes over because of water issues, diseases. And what she's trying to say in this book at the end of the day is that the world belongs to you, each and every one of you. It is your world. And her main message is what I have summarized as here: lead. To lead because you can. You lead because you care. Over the years of studies and even after primary school, you'll be going for many other areas of studies. You'll be picking up skills, knowledge, and you'll be ever ready to help anyone and everyone around the world. And I want you to do that, to continue to care, to want to lead because you can and you care. My third story actually comes from more of a song. It's from the song Photograph by Ed Sheeran. And the lyrics goes like this. This is the chorus. Alright. We keep this love in a photograph. We make these memories for ourselves. Where our eyes are never closing, our hearts are never broken, where time forever standing still. And this moment for the ceremony is a very meaningful one. And my third story is to do with the importance of the moment. This moment you have, what we're giving you, is represented or symbolized in the gift that we give to you. Be it a book, be it the graduation band that we're giving you. All the things that we're putting in the box represents the school's love for you and our best wishes for you as well as you move on to the secondary school life. And just remember always this moment, not just this moment, but all the many moments that's happened for the past 6 years, and even the moments that's going to go off after these 6 years. Every moment is important, and they are found in the gifts that we give to you. So treasure these gifts, treasure the moment, treasure the people you have around you, and still my message to you is what Miss Chelsea Clinton said: lead because you can, lead because you can.